Welcome to our 5 on 5. Please welcome back SOU President Linda Schott. Good to see you. How are you today?
Good to see you too.
Thanks for being here. So Friday, a big day for the university. The Board of Trustees voted unanimously to follow your recommendation and increase tuition by 12% this fall. Why is this the best course for SOU?
Well, first of all, I want to point out that my recommendation was based on a recommendation that came from a group on campus called the Tuition Advisory Council, composed of students and faculty and staff and administrators. Okay. So we had all been working together to decide what was the best path forward. The reason this is needed is because costs have continued to rise, primarily PERS and health benefits, and those are costs that are beyond our control. We do not have the ability to limit those. And the funding that the governor has recommended, the governor's recommended budget is basically flat from 2 years ago, but our costs have risen. So we have to have additional revenue from somewhere, or we had to make what we thought were just agonizing, devastating cuts, really, for the university and for the Rogue Valley. So we made the difficult decision to go forward with the tuition increase, knowing that we're going to be able to also increase financial aid for students. So we hope that the students who think, wow, this may price me out of SOU, will call our financial aid office and give us a chance to talk with them about how we may be able to help them.
Okay, and how much, you may have a number in your head, how much roughly is 12% to the average student?
It's going to be a little less than $300 a quarter, so a little between $800 and $900 a year. That's for a student taking about 15 credits, the standard load. For students who are living on campus, the reduction is a 5.8% increase in the cost of attendance, not a 12% increase there. So the tuition is going up. If the Higher Education Coordinating Committee approves it, tuition will go up by 12%. But the overall cost of attendance, we estimate, will go up about 5.8%. And the reason we're able to make that lower is because we are not increasing housing and meal costs except minimally.
Okay. All right, very good. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have much more in a moment. Stay with us. Welcome back to our 5 on 5. Again, we're here with Southern Oregon University President Linda Schott. So we're talking about a 12% increase in tuition coming up this fall. Any hope that you guys can walk that back some if the legislature is able to pull a rabbit out of the hat, per se?
Absolutely, and we'll be up there telling our story. We have been doing that, and we will continue. We actually have a plan in the recommendation that came forward from the board. There is a plan for reducing tuition by 1%. At different levels of funding from the state. So if they can increase it even moderately, we can probably roll it back at least 1%, and then we'll try to do more from there. We are not interested in having our students pay any more than they absolutely have to.
Okay, well, at least it is a little bit fluid. We'll see what happens, of course. So it's been almost a year since you came to SOU. What types of changes have you been able to implement, and what are you really more focused on moving forward now?
We started a strategic planning process in January. It's been great so far. One of the things we've done is look at 7 big questions affecting higher education. We've asked everything from how do humans best learn to how do we prepare students for the jobs of the future when we don't know what those jobs are, and all the research says students will change jobs or employees will change jobs very quickly. So we're doing a lot of really interesting thinking around big questions, and I think we're poised to really come up with new ideas to make SOU financially sustainable in the future. And that was one of the things I talked about with the board. If we had to go into a round of cost reductions at this point, it would be very difficult to keep this forward momentum. And I believe that they want us to move forward. They want us to become creative, innovative, and more financially sustainable without having to depend on tuition increases in the future. So that's what we're really working towards.
Okay, well, we have about 30 seconds left. I do want to ask you, you have new majors, or is it a new major? Tell us about these new programs.
Our master's degree in outdoor adventure and expeditionary leadership was approved, and it will be offered starting in the fall. We also expect to have approved a bachelor's in healthcare administration and a certificate in wine business.
Okay, definitely a couple local industries
tying into the local economy.
Okay, very good. Great to see you again. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, stay with us. We'll be right back.